Hey, gang, Pastor Said here. Wanted to talk to you today a little bit about five essentials to sharing your big dream. I know that many of you have dreams and aspirations, big dreams, and sometimes we don't want to share them with people because we don't realize, we don't think that they'll be received well. And I know how you feel about that because sometimes you share a thing with somebody and the wrong people, of course, you don't want to share with the wrong people, of course, but share with the wrong people puts you in a situation where you don't want to share again because they talk about it so bad, talk about you so bad, and go get a job or why are you dreaming that big? What's wrong with you? You must be crazy. God's not doing that kind of thing for nobody, not including you. So so we don't share. We don't even get ourselves involved in sharing that big dream that we've got. But there's some things I want to talk to you about today. Five basic essentials, and I say five basic ones because there are probably others as well. But I want to talk to you about five basic things that'll help you and it's actually helped me to share my dream. You know, the things that I talk about. You see me talking about paid to mentor, and that's one of my dreams. I'm still working that dream, still talking about that dream. The Reach One More project, which is another dream that I have, which is very similar to paid to mentor. I've got several of them that kind of combine together, and some of them have the same name different names rather, different names with the same project. And so people they're not even aware of that because we just want to get it out to as many people as possible. But the first thing we'll do is talk about believe it, believing your dream first. You've got to be the first one to believe. I'm using the terminology you because in reference to sharing your big dream, you have to get these five essentials down really well. And your big dream has to be believed by you. Because if it's not believed by you, how is it going to be believed by anybody else? How will you be able to convince anybody else if you don't believe it yourself? And there's an old adage, an old saying that talks about if you look at the word enthusiasm or enthusiasm is I at the very end of it. I am sold myself. IASM, that last part. Well, be that part. I am sold myself. I've got to be sold myself on the idea that I have. I got to be sold myself on the dream that God's given me. And I've got to believe that God gave it to me. And then just kind of continue to pursue that thing because otherwise, we'll have dreams and we'll put them on the shelf, back in the back burner somewhere, and we don't even pursue ever again. And we just kind of hold on to them. And if you notice, they keep coming back. You notice they don't ever go away. That thing that just keeps bugging you over and over and over again. You get bugged by this dream you have, and you're wondering, why in the world can I shake this thing? It keeps coming back. Well, God's given it to you. It's a dream that He wants you to believe in. So believe in your dream. Believe in your dream first. You be the first one to get out there and say, yes, I believe in this dream. And if you believe in it, you know what? Other people will find themselves believing in the dream with you as well. And you'll be able to attract a crowd of folks that will follow you to the ends of the earth. There's a crowd of folks that I believe belong to you. A crowd of people that belong to you. An audience of people that belong to you. They need to hear your voice, need to hear your dream, need to hear the goal. Now, here's the deal. They have a part to play in your dream. Not because the dream itself, the overall big dream is their big deal as well, but the part that they play may just fit in your dream if it's a really big dream. I've got folks that play a part in my dream as well because I've got a huge dream, right? But they don't always see the bigger picture, but that's not the really important part. Is I see multiple people that participate with me that now see the smaller part that they pay. It's a big part to them, but it's a smaller part of my dream. And they have a chance to plug right in, and it helps the dream come to fruition in a big way. So that's first thing is what? To believe in the dream yourself, to believe in it. Believe it first. Believe it first. And then get that little second part says, I am sold myself. And then you want to do something that's going to take you a little bit of faith to do. Because you believe in yourself, you can hold on to it yourself, but often a dream is not just for yourself, it's for people that will believe with you. Now, the second situation I'm going to say this to you is find people that you trust. People that you trust, that you know will give your best interest. They may even be sometimes a little negative, but they are people that you really do trust. But they do believe in you as well. They believe in you. They won't put you down. They won't just say, oh my goodness, what are you doing now? They won't say that to you. You know that about these folks. Maybe one person, maybe two people, maybe three people, but just find a few people that you trust and begin to share that dream with them because you want to come into agreement with somebody. Be in agreement in the area of prayer because as you begin to pray, you begin to see God do some things as well. And you can find one or two people, maybe three or four. That's your trusted inner circle, inner core, if you will. If you find a trusted inner core, share your dream with your trusted inner core. And that way they know how to pray. They know how to, they see you going a different direction than what you said you were going. They can help you get back on target again because they told you, listen, is that your dream? Is that part of what you're supposed to be doing? And they can answer that question. They can hold you accountable as well to your dream that you say you have. So I want to encourage you to really find that person, that individual, or those individuals that will be your trusted advisors, people that will speak into your life. Because again, these are essentials to sharing your big dream. And if you're going to share your big dream, you got to start sharing with somebody besides yourself. So who would better share with than somebody you trust right away, as opposed to somebody you don't trust? We'll get into the next one now, number 3 here. Number 3 is to eliminate the doubters and the haters. Oh, goodness, the doubters and the haters, you don't have to look for them. They will show up. They just show up out of nowhere. The doubters and the haters come from all over the place. They come from your family. They come from your friends, people that you know, that you've known for a long time, people that you thought you trusted will be your doubters and your haters, people that you never even imagined would ever say anything like they're going to say to you. Those are some of your doubters and your haters, and I'm going to say eliminate them, meaning that you don't have to kill them or you knock them out of your life. Listen, get them out of the dream capacity with you. Don't get them involved with your dream. Don't let them know about what you're doing. Don't talk to them about your dream. Now, it may sound a little bit cruel, but I'm telling you the truth, because you can talk to people till you're blue in the face, and sometimes it's complicated to do, to get blue in the face. But the reality is this: people sometimes just want to hate. They want to doubt. Jesus had a doubt in Thomas, you know what I'm saying? And so if he had a doubt in Thomas that he didn't believe until, I've got to see the nail print scars in his side or whatever. I'm like, come on, man, give it a break. Everybody's seen Jesus except you, and you don't believe us. Okay? So eliminate the doubters. Whatever that means for you, eliminate the doubters. If that means that you disassociate yourself from them for a while, disassociate yourself regarding this particular project, is fine. Disassociate yourself regarding talking to them about this. You can talk to them about other stuff, but because sometimes you got your family members. Sometimes you got friends, and you just can't, 86 them. You just can't get rid of them like that. You just can't walk away from them. They may be a spouse, hopefully not, but or a friend that's a close friend of yours. But the idea again is to get these folks out of your life when it comes to your dream, because if they don't mean good for your dream, they mean bad for your dream. And folks that mean bad for your dream don't do you a darn bit of good. I mean, they don't do anything to build you up, anything to encourage you, anything to say, yes, I believe in it. I see that happening. I can agree with that. What can I do to participate? How much can I contribute to this project? You don't get that kind of stuff from doubters. Doubters are saying things like, well, I don't know. It seems like a big task to me. Like you're about to ready to fall on your face, and they're waiting for you to fall on your face, by the way, too. They want you to fall on your face so they can say, well, I told you, gave you a shot, I gave you some advice, didn't take my advice, and see where you are now. Okay, those are your doubters. Those are your haters, okay? Now, we laugh at them now, but we know that they do exist. They do come around. They will come around. That's their job. Their job is to come around and to bother people. Their job is to come around and mess up your dream. Their job is to come around and get you to a place where you don't even do the dream anymore. You just give up on the whole thing altogether. So I'm telling you now, just get yourself in a place where you're going to say, well, you know what? I do not want to deal with doubters and haters in my life ever again. So I'm not going to start in that process. So now what I've told you so far is this: believe it yourself first. Believe it yourself first, number one. That's being I am sold myself, right? Number two is this: to share with the trusted inner core. Number two, share with your trusted inner core. And number three, eliminate your doubters and haters. Now, number four is going to be this one: share it confidently. Hear this part: share it confidently with the right people, the right audience. And how do you find the audience? Find an audience that has a similar taste for what you're doing. Say, for instance, you're developing a new balloon of some sort. A hot air balloon program. I just come up with something here. Hot air balloon. You find people that like hot air balloons. And something new and fresh and different, they might like it as well. So you put yourself in front of that audience and introduce to them. And you do that on a small scale, but you do it, again, by segments. I would do by segments, I do it by segments on occasion. When I do it right now, I do advertising, for instance, and I introduce new advertising concepts to people that are already customers, people that already buy from me already. And so when I sell to them, I'm talking about things that they're already familiar with already. And so when I'm introducing a new concept to them in advertising, they're prone to listen to me because they recognize that I'm an authority in their life in reference to advertising because I've sold them a lot of advertising before. So the idea again, if you get the hot air balloon thing going on, find people that like hot air balloons and get in front of them so you'll be able to share with them your new concept regarding hot air balloons. No matter what your dream happens to be, if it's going to be working with people or working with children or building a big gigantic building somewhere to house the homeless, or you want to put together a new way of doing doing activities in the community and call it an after school program. It's a little bit different than normal after school programs, and you want to do something a lot different. So those are ways that you can begin to do that. And so get in front of listen, you have to do this confidently though. You've got to be confident about this, and it can't be coming across weak at all, because as soon as we come across weak, you know what happens? The doubters and haters have cousins. They show up, and they show up to that audience of ours that would normally receive us, but all of a sudden turn on us. You ever had an audience turn on you before? Well, I have. Okay, as a pastor, preacher of the gospel, if I'm not confident, I can't preach the gospel effectively to people that are, what are you talking about? And hecklers, and people begin to say all kinds of crazy things. And even when I do get hecklers today, it doesn't bother me because I know what I'm talking about. I've got what God's given me to talk about, so I'm able to convey that information to people and rebuke if I have to rebuke somebody and get that person removed if necessary as well. So confidently, with the right people, share your dream confidently with the right audience. Confidently, I'm saying that word real long because I want you to get it, because you just can't go out and just kind of, well, I got this wonderful dream I want to tell you about, and if you're talking to investors about your dream, you're talking to people that you want to buy into the dream, you're talking to people that you just want to give it to, or just have some dialogue going on about the dream. You've got to be the one with the confidence. You've got to be the one that says, well, I've seen this already. I'm sold myself. I've already seen this in my spirit. God's given it to me, and nobody can take it away. And whether you understand it or not, it's not even the issue today, because I want to just convey to you what I'm doing. Just give you an example. When I talk about the Pay to Mentor project, I get people sometimes, I get people berate me sometimes. I get people that berate me. One lady wrote me a nice little letter, berated me, talked about how I wasn't a Christian, how I wasn't doing things effectively for the kingdom, how I was just taking advantage of people and the whole deal. And I said, well, Jesus told us to go into all the world and preach the gospel. Okay, so as disciples, that's what we ought to do. We ought to go into all the world and preach the gospel, right? So what we've come up with is a campaign that's going to help people do that very thing that they're not doing, by allowing them to understand their love for Jesus, allowing them to understand that they have a responsibility to disciple other people, and also allowing them to understand they have a responsibility to share their story at the same time. So we do that very thing, but we also pay people to help people get in that process. And that's not a whole lot of money, but the idea is that we give people a chance to be mentored by somebody that's going to mentor them. So a mentor mentors somebody that's discipling them, and they help them get their love for Jesus understood. They help them get their story on an online website, and then they also help them to become disciples themselves and begin to disciple other people. That's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Well, that lady told me some really bad things about me. If I would have really felt really bad, I would say, oh my God, I better stop doing what I'm doing. I better quit. I better go away. I better stop. No, it encouraged me even the more, because I said, okay, God, what do I have going on here? I've got something you've given me. I believe it, Father. I believe it myself. I am sold myself. And so because I'm sold myself, can't nobody talk me out of what I'm doing. I have variations of the same project going on all over the internet, but I'm not easily persuaded to move another direction, because God gave something to me. You've got to be that way as well. You've got to be sold yourself to the degree that you won't take anything else but what God has given you as the direction you need to be going in. And then you've got to begin to share that thing with your trusted inner core. And then you get to a place where you say, I'm going to eliminate those doubters, and never be in a place where you're going to be not confident, but be confident as you share it with your audience of people that's going to come in front of you. Because again, these are people that you're looking for that are already looking for you. You're looking for people who are looking for you. These are folks that, again, understand your ideas, your concepts. These are people that they're probably not that far away. I talk about innovative all the time because the word innovative really is just simply a little bit different than what's normal. That's innovative. Just a little bit different than what's normal. And so what we're doing with our ideas, our big dreams and ideas, is we're connecting with people that are just like us, but they know us to be a little bit different than normal. Okay, so when they see us this confident person, bringing them information that really blesses their soul, really just encourages them and builds them up in their most holy faith. And they see something that, you know what, maybe something I may be taking a chance with this thing, but I believe this guy because he believes it himself. When people believe you, lady, man of God, when somebody believes you and they believe that you believe yourself, that's a deal. That's a deal. That's a deal maker right there. When they believe that you believe yourself, they'll follow you just for that regard because they know that, I may not understand everything, but I know one thing. This lady here, this guy here, they believe in themselves and they believe it's a dream that they've got because they seem to have it really understood really well, and they make it. I don't totally understand it totally. I don't totally get it, but I know that they get it. They get it. See, when I get my dreams. I get the dreams that God's given me. And some of them take a long time to develop, by the way. They don't just come all of a sudden overnight and all of a sudden you just jump on them. Sometimes that happens. But for the most part, you have a dream for a long time and you'll hold on to it. You'll start with the process. You'll back up. You'll start with the process again. You'll back up. You'll stop. You'll quit. You'll do all kinds of stuff. And I'll just give you some essentials that are going to help you stay in the game longer, because if you do this strategically, and you stay in the game longer, you'll find yourself seeing your dream come to fruition faster. That's what's happening with me right now. I'm seeing my dream come to fruition faster because I'm now understanding that I believe in this thing. I believe in this, and I believe so strongly that I'm willing to tell some other people about it. And I've told some people about it that they'll believe with me. But I've also eliminated the doubters. I give them a chance to speak their little piece about things, but you know what? I just said, stop, get out, gone, done. Over. We no longer have to have conversation about this. We can be friends, but we won't talk about this. Okay? We won't talk about my dream because you don't believe in my dream. And I don't want you to come talk to me about my dream because you don't believe in it. We don't need to have conversation about that. Talk about your dog, talk about your cat, talk about your wife, your husband. We can talk about anything you want to talk about, but we're not talking about my dream because I know what you think about my dream already. Oh, but I've changed my mind. You know what? No, you've already proven to me what you've done with that dream. I'm not getting involved with you regarding the dream. So we stop that process. We eliminate the doubters that have gone out of the situation. And then I begin to share that dream with the people that are going to be the ones that are going to be my audience. That's going to be, again, my people that I know for certain share some of the same concepts and ideas that I have and ideals that I have. Some of the innovation that I have. They share that. And they really want to be involved with my life to some degree. And I share it confidently with them. And they see it come across. Just like I'm with you right now. You see, there's a confidence about me. There's an air of confidence about my conversation, an air of confidence about my manner of speech. There's an air of confidence about I know what I'm talking about. You see, I don't just come on the internet or come online or just get online just to blab and talk and do it. I want to just kind of get some information out to people. I want to say something that's going to be meaningful to people. That's why I give you these different steps. I give you these essential ideas, these these 5 essentials to sharing your big dream. So you'll be able to identify yourself that you can take these 5 things and say, you know what, I can do that. I really can do that. I can see what I can say. I do believe in my dream. I do share it with the trusted. I have a couple of people that I do trust that I'll share it with. You know what? It's not going to be hard to eliminate some folks right now because I got a few people that I just want to get rid of anyhow. Okay. And number 3, number 4 is that, you know what? There's some folks that I know of that really do believe in me too. And they may not understand totally, but because I'm confident, they'll listen to me. They'll listen to what I've got to say. They'll give me an audience. There'll be an audience for me. So confidently share with that audience. And number 5, I'm going to show this one here. It may seem very obvious to you, but I'll share it with you anyway because this has happened more than one occasion where people have actually just quit, just given up. Had a dream, and eventually saw that dream come to pass through somebody else because they quit. So number 5 would be don't quit. Now I'm going to elaborate a little bit more, but it's really that simple. It doesn't really probably take much elaboration regarding it because don't quit isn't don't quit. Stay in the game. Keep after it. Keep dreaming. But believe this or not, when we dream initially, we might not have seen the whole dream yet. We've got just a part of it. That's why we hold on. I've had a part of the dream for a long time, and then in the last 5 or 6 years now, God's given me more and more and more and more and more. The more I've been able to pursue it, He's given me more and more of the dream. So I'm going to say to you, don't quit, because more of the dream may be unfolding to you. Some of the right people are getting into the right places right now in life. God's putting some more trusted advisors in your life as well. He's putting more of an audience in front of you as well that's going to be ready to receive your dream. And then you're going to be more prepared. You're prepared yourself, because that initial thing, remember that very first thing we talked about? Believe in it yourself first. I am sold myself. Enthusiasm. I am sold myself. The last IASM. I am sold myself. When I'm sold myself, everybody knows that I'm sold myself. It's not a, listen, people look at me like today and go, this guy's a little bit odd, a little strange, but kind of like him a little bit. You know, he's I don't know, he's kind of quirky. He got some own little weird ideas on occasion of some things, and I don't quite get everything he's doing, but it kind of makes sense to some degree, but I just can't get the feel. They're trying to figure it out. All I'm doing is just plowing forward. I'm plowing forward, man. I'm going forward. Listen, I am going forward with or without people that I think are going to be with me. You have to do the same thing, because as you even the audience, by the way, even the audience that you reach, the audience that's the right audience that you reach, not every one of them will go with you. Some will start with you and stop. Some will start with you and continue to move on, but they'll stop in the middle somewhere. And some of you catch on down the road. There'll be people that you meet along the journey, so you have to stay in the journey, on the journey, so you meet them. Otherwise, you don't meet them. That's why I continue the journey. I don't quit, because I meet different people every day. People outside of the Santa community, people outside of the communities I'm involved in, people that are seeing me online and on the internet in different spots that I've never met them before, people that are seeing these videos here, by the way. People seeing these videos are contacting me and finding out, what is this paid to mentor program about? And be able to have conversation with them. They were able to watch some of the videos I put together. They were able to listen to some of the training that I've done. They've been able to identify some. As a matter of fact, even go back and see some of the old projects I've done. They've been able to see things that I've done as far as the training I've done over or online, and some of the audios that we've done years ago. And they see that the same thread, the same theme is going through every part of it. The names may have changed, but the idea is kind of the same. What's your big dream? What's your big dream? Are you ready to share it? Oh, listen, I'm not asking you to share it with me. What I'm asking you to do is that do you believe in it, first of all? Do you believe in your big dream? If you believe in your big dream, listen, if you believe in your big dream, you'll do something about it. If you believe in your big dream, you'll go ahead and take that dream and go for it in a big way. If you believe in that big dream, you'll make it happen. But the question is, do you believe in that big dream? The question is, do you believe in that big dream? You gotta believe in yourself. Are you sold yourself? Are you ready to talk to some trusted advisors right now? Are you ready to talk to some trusted inner core members? Are you ready to eliminate some folks? That's probably the easiest thing we ever do, is eliminate people, because we talk about wanting to eliminate them, but now you have to get ready to really do it for real. Are you ready to do that too? Are you ready to share it confidently with that audience of people that are ready to hear you? You know who they're, maybe an audience of 2 or 3 people. Maybe an audience of 50, maybe an audience of 100, 1,000. But are you ready to share with that audience, confidently share with that audience? And then the last thing is this: are you ready to hold on? Don't quit. I mean, hold on. Now, see, listen, it's not to the end, it's just hold on. Because you see, if there's an end, that means there's a time that I'm going to quit. Holding on. Not until, but holding on. But indefinitely, yes, holding on. It's a dream. The kinds of dreams that we dream, we're talking about now, these are legacy dreams. These are not dreams that we dream that I want to have a new computer, and that the new computer is going to be able to be the best thing in 2016, 17, and that's going to be the best thing in the world. And when 2017 is over with, I'll give it up to do something different. We're talking about legacy dreams here. Taking things to a level that we're way beyond what we can think of or imagine. Lifetime dreams. Moving beyond my lifetime and beyond your lifetime. The things I'm talking about move beyond my lifetime. The types of the dream that I have puts income in the pockets of people, not just in their lifetime, but the lifetime of their children and their children's children. On a residual basis, people will have an income for a life. but the gospel will be spread for lives, multiplied lives as a result of people joining with me. That's the dream that I have. My dream is extremely simple. People that love Jesus, sharing their faith on their own personal websites, and finding other people to help them do the very same thing. That's simple as that. Real simple dream, right? But it's a big dream. Thousands, millions of people sharing their faith. Millions of people sharing their testimonies. Millions of people discipling or mentoring other people. Millions of people getting paid to be able to do that. That's a big dream. Guys, that's it for right now. Hey, we'll see you around next time. Have a fantastic day. Pastor said sign off. We'll see you around. Have a great, great, great one. We'll see you around.